YouTube, what is going on? How's everyone doing? I am Proof and Pudding, and this is episode 4 of the Full Sail vlog. I do want to apologize. Work has been crazy. Class has been crazy this month in particular. And also I had to, spend time with the family, so I haven't really had a chance to make a video. But in this vlog, we're going to go ahead and get 2 classes in one, because the one I'm currently on now doesn't seem to really have its own video. So I figured I'd mash it into this one, and hopefully everyone gets a good amount of detail in both classes. The 2 classes that we're going to talk about today was Graphic Design Principles, College Mathematics, which is the one I'm on now. First off, Graphic Design Principles was very fun. It was the first time in this course that we got to use Illustrator and start to use our creative thinking, and it was a blast. We had one main assignment every week, and we also had smaller assignments, just little rinky-dink practice assignments that helped us into our next main assignment for that week. The first assignment was a self-portrait. We needed to either find one that was previously taken, or we had to take a new one, and we had to draw ourselves on Illustrator. And I was really excited about that one. After I finished it, I was showing my parents and my wife. I had it all over Instagram. I was excited because it was the first time I actually created something from nothing, basically. I thought it came out pretty well. You guys could be the judge. Week 2 was a tough one. We had to recreate a movie poster out of a selected amount of movie posters that our instructor gave us. The kicker that made it so tough was we can only use 5 colors. And I'm not saying like blue, red, green, white, black. White was not considered a color. But if you wanted 2 different shades of blue, that was 2 colors. 2 different shades of like a skin color, that was 2 colors. And obviously most of the posters had black. So you had to find a way to recreate the poster, make it look like the original poster as best as you can. Now I have the originals and the one I did. Obviously you can tell the difference, but once again, I thought it did pretty well. That poster in general took me pretty much the whole week. I probably spent a good 30 hours on that week. It was a rough one for me because I kept seeing things that I wanted to change, and I had to find a way to change it without changing the color palette. That's the thing that made me go crazy. Week 3, we had to create a concert flyer. Now this was more in tune to what we would be doing afterwards, because we were giving basically a napkin that was scanned into the computer. So they sent us a picture of a napkin where the client would draw on it and tell us exactly what they wanted, and they'd write things, and they'd do this and they'd do that, and they'd say, okay, now go and make it. So we had to recreate basically a napkin. So first of all, the first thing you can't do is trace over that napkin, because it has to be somewhat what they wanted, but it has to be recreated in our minds. So you had to freehand everything when you're using the pen tool, which really at first was a little crazy, but I realized how far I need to be able to take this to the next level. Can I recreate this without having any problems? And this is the poster I did, along with the customer's napkin. Once again, I think that came out pretty well. There was a few things I would change after I sent it in, and that's because some of the classmates after all of our assignments, the classmates had to choose 2 people to critique, and they gave me a few things, and I'm like, oh wow, I never thought of that. And yeah, the final assignment for graphic design principles, we had to create a travel poster. We didn't have a special selection where we had to make this travel poster to wherever we wanted to go. I don't really care to go anywhere, but for some reason the first place in my mind was Paris. So I thought of a cool idea. Though Paris is known as a city of love, it's also known as a city of lights. So I thought maybe if I did a silhouette skyline of Paris, I can do the Eiffel Tower in a silhouette, but maybe make it into different colors, like the rainbow, but bright and vibrant. And this is what I came up with. I thought it came out great. I was really excited about it. The teacher was actually pretty surprised. He did not see anyone take that direction with it. Most people try to recreate exactly as they see, and he thought that it was pretty well done. So obviously I was excited. And that was it for graphic design principles. Right now, this month, I'm in college mathematics, which is the main reason why I haven't created a video in a while. I've kind of had a tough time. I'm not huge in math. Just a quick explanation of this math class. You go to a place called Alex, and you take a test. It's just a test to see where you're at, and you get a little pie chart. Each piece of the pie has a different section of the class. Every week you have to go, you have to practice 3 sections. Let's see, we only had 1 assignment so far, but I have an assignment due today actually, which I need to get to, as well as a test I have to do. So you turn in your assignments. The first assignment was this big production thing. You have to create a studio with the dimensions that they gave you, but then they decide that they want to make the dimensions bigger, so you have to figure out how to make the dimensions bigger. And then there's all these budgeting things and whatnots. That took a while for me. This week it's just a normal sheet of math. How do you do this? How do you do that? Get the answer. And there's a test every Sunday. Guys, that was it. That was the 2 classes in a nutshell. I will try to get my next video out within the next, we're gonna say, 5 weeks. In 5 weeks, I'm hoping to have a new video up for you. Like I said, I want to keep this going. I've had a lot of comments in the past week, which is great, on previous videos. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, don't forget to ask. I'm always willing and able to help, if so. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Proofs and Pudding. And we will catch you guys later. Thanks again for watching.